What's good? What's happening? Story time, story time. Back in the building. You dig 'em? Got a story. This happened. I'm probably like 20, 21. And I'm 11 months on drug court. And it was a crazy year. I ain't even gonna lie. I probably got 20 arrests just out of that year. Real talk though. So, yeah, I'm 11 months in. I'm 11 months in drug court. I got 1 month to graduate. I'm trapping like a motherfucker. And this particular day, one of the homies balled me. He want to play the game. So I'm on my way to his crib. But like I said, I'm trapping like a motherfucker. So I'm hot too. Anyway, this nigga lives way out in Midville. Hold on, before I even get into the story, let me say this though. So my relative Pauline, she told me a story long time ago. I was probably like 18, maybe 19. And she said that her husband had tried what I'm about to tell y'all, and he got away with it without having to do anything. Let me get to the story. So I'm driving to the nigga's house. Boom. I hit the corner to go straight up to the nigga house. And K9 unit jumped behind me right when I do that. Boom. And I know they got me. I ain't got no seatbelt on either. I know they on me. So I just drove. I just drove the speed limit, you know? I was gonna take off, but I'm like, fuck it, I just drove the speed limit. Cause I'm good as far as lights. You know, I ain't got no license, but shit, I got insurance and in my tags and shit, everything good, you feel me? We driving, this nigga followed me too. He followed me a long way up the road. He followed me a long ass way up the road. As soon as I go to bang the right to the homie house, boom, he blurred me. So he get me. He boned to the car, you know, all that. License, boom, boom, bop. Get out. He get me out. He send the canine in there. I'm going to tell y'all this before I tell y'all that. So, 2 nights before, because I ended up going to jail. I was going to go on the run. I went on drug court. I went to jail. I did like, I think, 2 weeks or some shit for this. They said they found coke in my motherfucking system. And I wasn't touching the shit. I would use scoopers. But the shit does get on your hand. But it had never affected me. So they said it was such a small trace that it could have been from something else. So I'm lying. I'm like, shit, whatever. You feel me? Gave me a check because I drove up there. I didn't think I was going to jail. I didn't think they found nothing. You had a drug test and then go to court, the actual courthouse, and then they'll tell you if you was dirty or not. So nigga, you got pretty much unless you run out that bitch. You know, I ain't doing that because I don't want no bigger charge. You know, fuck it, I'll go eat the 2 weeks. I tell him, I'm like, I got my car, can I go park it? He like, yeah. He's like, turn yourself in at this time. Boom, boom. I'm like, alright. I leave. I call my mom, like, I'm coming. I'm gone. I'm dipping. He like, I told her what's happening. I'm like, I'm about to dip. She's like, I don't know. She's like, call your uncle. So I call my uncle, Sad Dog. I tell him what happened, and he was like, shit, nigga, you gotta eat that. He's like, nigga, you know what you're doing. He's like, nigga, you gotta eat that, nigga. So that's what made me turn myself in. I turned myself in, boom. So that made me do this particular day. So 2 days before this situation with the cop happened, I called my son's mom, and her and my son, they come up to where I'm staying. I'm staying with my relative. I got the basement. I'm renting out the basement at his crib. Doja, they come over there, you know, and I had her bag up all the dope for me. I remember my son, that nigga, I remember him beating on his chest, screaming, this shit was funny as hell. Now, fast forward 2 days later, I grabbed a lot of sacks that day, and I found a hiding spot. I thought it was a good one, for real. I got it deep in there, but so, boom, we back in it. The cop got me. The dog go in the car, and he hopping around, boom, bop, bop. And he goes straight to the motherfucking spot, straight to it. And this nigga starts barking. Oh, he's digging. He's trying to get up in there too. I'm like, God damn. And the cop go over there. He get to digging. But I said as deep as a motherfucker, he gets to digging. He only found 2 of them motherfuckers. And he finds them. I'm like, damn. You know, I'm like, fuck. I think fast, you know. And he's talking. I'm like, fuck. And I'm remembering what Pauline told me. So I'm like, hey, I remember I couldn't even say the fucking word. I'm like, fuck, I snitched. And he's like, huh? I'm like, man, I'll set some people up for you. He's like, okay. He gives me his card. And the motherfucker lets me go. He gives me his card. He's like, all right, call me Booty Bop. And I try to bribe him, too. I try to bribe him with the money, too. I try to offer him the money I had. And even that plays a part in this, though. He takes my money. He gives me his card. He let me drive off. Boom. I'm like, all right. I call my mom. Like, I'm gone. You already know. I'm out. This was it. This is it right here. Like, I'm gone. You know, she's like, all right. She know what time it is. So that takes place or whatever. I remember I rode up there to Texas with my relative. Well, he basically like family. He was with my relative Tracy since we was kids. Yeah, we drove up there. He was in the area. He drove trucks. He was in the area. My mom's like, he's in the area. Call the nigga. He knows so you can ride back down with him, cause he lived down there in Texas, in the same city, or whatever. So, boom, I hit him up. Yeah, he in the area. He's like, all right. So he comes. So after the situation, I'm on the run probably for probably 2 months, maybe 3 months, maybe something like that before he get here and we go. And man, it was brazy even that. Man, it was off the chain. Like, man, it was brazy I didn't go down. Brazy. Yeah. Yeah, it was wild shit going on. But I was bouncing around though. I was staying different places. Boom, boom, boom. You know, I got rid of my car off the rip. I remember I sold it to this nigga for $150. I was like, nigga, I even hooked the nigga up. Cause I was like, I called the place for him. And I was like, he gonna continue the payments, you know? Cause I was like, probably like a month away from paying off that car too. And he talked. We talked. He said all he had to do was go. He was on the phone. Our dude was right here. All he had to do was go to the damn place, and dude would have did that for him. He would have switched that for him. They fucked with me. Anyway, he don't do the shit. Probably like a day or two after that. No, this was probably some months down the line, because I remember, I don't know when it was, but he told me about it when I came back, because I went to Texas on the run. He tell me about it. He's like, yeah, they bounced out on me with the pistols, with the what, asking about you, where you at. He lost that, of course. Boom, I'm back from Texas. I'm gone for damn near 2 years. Within a fucking month of being back, maybe even probably 2 weeks or something, I'm in jail. Boom. Fucking, they write me. The cop people that took the cop agency, they write me like, we got your money. They about to give me my money back. I swear to goodness, it's like $3,700. They about to give it back to me. I swear to God, I couldn't believe the shit. I told my mom, and she's like, I'm like, this shit is crazy. She's like, just keep it going, see what happens, you know? So I do that, boom. They actually end up giving me the money back. I ended up getting it on my books. And I tell my dad, I'm like, take the money all I'm like, I think I told him to take like 30 something. I told him to take something. I can't remember, but I told him to leave me like 300 or something, 500. And I told him to take 700 and send the rest to my mom. And, you know, he does it. I think my mom was like, don't do it. Don't trust the nigga. I'm like, he gonna do it. And he did it. Yeah, that happens. But the charge, I still don't see no charge for or nothing. So, boom, fast forward. Boom, I get out, probably out for like 6 months. I cop the motherfucking, I get it down. The Oldsmobile, I get the Oldsmobile. The black and yellow B Oldsmobile. Police blurt me like the first, second day. Boom. They bring in, it's this warrant. The warrant is that case. But I was just in jail, and they ain't say nothing about it. So, you know, I'm trying to play that card like, nah, you know, I ain't trying to go to jail. Shit, I just got out of jail. I ain't trying to go back. But anyway, they pound my shit. I go to jail. Boom. Like, goddamn sick. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, at this time, I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know what it is, you know? They talk to my P.O., my dad, he talks to my P.O. like, the nigga just got out of jail. And the P.O. knows what's up. He knows the deal. He's like, he ends up dropping the hold. That's all I needed. He dropped the hold. I get out in 3 days. I get out, go to court, and it's this charge. And they're like, but the bribery, he put bribery in there too. He threw the bribery in there and the charge. So I'm on probation already for distribution and possession. And they basically just offered me to add it because it was so old, and I'm acting stupid like I don't know where the fuck this came from. You feel me? So you already know. Boom. They just put it in there with that. That's all that was. They put it in there with that, straight up. Boom, I got another story. Similar.